you feeling today? I guess you all feel excited today. I want to introduce myself. My name is Puteri Danea, but you can call me Miss Puteri. And this, I'm a partner tour guide for today, Miss INTAN, Miss FAZLEEN, and Mr. AIMAN. On behalf of all the Go Travel, we would like to welcome you all to Penang. We are your tour guide for today. In this tour, we will go to 4 places which are ENTOPIA Butterfly Farm, KALai Temple, WONDERFOOD Museum, and lastly, Penang Bird Park. Alright, so let's move on to the first destination. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our first destination, which is ENTOPIA Butterfly Farm. ENTOPIA Butterfly Farm was opened in 1986 and is located at Teluk Bahang, Penang. ENTOPIA Butterfly Farm is the tropical world first leaf butterfly and insect sanctuary that opened to the public. In ENTOPIA, there are 2 worlds, namely the natural land and the cocoon. Ladies and gentlemen, I will take you to explore the natural land first, then we will go to the cocoon. If you have any question, don't be shy to ask me, okay? The natural land is an outdoor garden for butterfly and it is divided into a few different areas. At the main entrance of the natural land outdoor garden, we can celebrate the Tanawar, which means new life. We can experience the activity by opening the plastic cup and releasing newly born butterfly into the natural land garden. The beginning of the natural land is Mystery Cave. We can discover mysterious tarantulas such as frogs, tarantula from different Central and South America like Guatemalan tiger ram, or the Mexican greeny tarantula. Besides, as you can see, in this mystery cave also have snakes. You can see a venomous and real-fangled mangrove snake with its sinuous green body, and many more mysterious characters you can see. Tiger Falls is the next area of the natural land for us to explore once we step out of the mystery cave. Tiger Falls is the most incredible area because of the waterfall, and as you guys can see, the fluttering butterfly all around you. It's so pretty. This home tree is the majestic iconic tree of life, and it is one of the ENTOPIA prominent landmarks. This place is filled with butterflies that love to flutter at the higher ground. As you can see, the butterfly come and rest on the metallic platform where the staff put slices of food to feed them. Ladies and gentlemen, you can take this opportunity to capture some great photos of them. As we step out of the Tiger Fall, we will find the Dragon Park. The Dragon Park is the only area when you won't see many butterflies because this area is reserved for reptiles such as gecko and the green iguana. Both these reptiles can be seen closely, and some reptiles are kept inside glass cages. We have arrived at the last area of the natural land, which is David Garden. In David Garden, you can join and experience the butterfly race. By discovering Mother Nature, you can challenge yourself to complete the race. You need to seek out the different butterflies in the David Garden and also stand a chance to win yourself a limited gift. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we will go to the second section of ENTOPIA, which is the cocoon, an indoor discovery center. Before I forget, in the cocoon, butterflies are not allowed because they will not be able to find their way out. So you need to make sure no butterfly have landed on you before entering the cocoon. Okay, let's move to the first area of the cocoon. In the first area of the cocoon is Pandora Forest, where we can learn about myths and stories about the butterfly worldwide. There is a UV lit room where you can learn about them. Our next stop is Metamorphosis, and this is one of the largest rooms in the cocoon. This area is filled with spot and Kim explaining how a caterpillar can transform into butterflies. You can also touch the screen and walls to see what type of egg belong to which species and their current status as dependent species. As we enter the breeding ground, you can see the giant caterpillar at its center. In this area, you can learn more about caterpillars, pupas, and the stages of butterfly life. This room has a butterfly collection aviary and reproduction of the beautiful and rare atlas moth. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after we pass the breeding ground, we enter downtown ENTOPIA with Plaza hosting a fun reproduction of a shopping mall made for bugs and insects. This room is ENTOPIA's most playful and child-oriented section. The next area is the underground mystery dedicated to creepy crawlies, and if you can tolerate anxious, this room is a creepy space for you. The last section of the cocoon room is Understory Tales. You can see many types of mantises and beetles in the glass cages that live underground. I will let you all have your own time to see the mantises and another critters. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's all for me. So without further ado, let's move on to our second destination, HTT353 Temple, that will lead by your next tour guide, Miss INTAN NAZIERAH.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am INTAN NAZIERAH, but you can call me Miss INTAN. I will continue as your tour guide for today. And now we have arrived at our second destination, which is KAJAH Temple. So, how are you all? Still okay? Still energized?
Yes!
Okay, good to know that. So, without further ado, let's explore about this KAJAH Temple together. First and foremost, this temple is a must for you all to visit when you are in Penang. The temple is so unique that it will give us such as wonderful experience just by looking at its architectural design and the surrounding environment. KAJAH Temple is home to 70th Pagoda of Rama IV with 10,000 alabaster and bronze statues of Buddha and a 37-meter tall bronze sculpture of Kuan Yin, which is the Buddhist goddess of mercy. The temple is considered a main pilgrimage destination and it attracts Buddhism from all over Southeast Asia. Next, as you can see, the complex is filled with sacred temples and beautifully landscaped gardens. It is also divided into 3 zones, while at the temple grounds comprise the hill entrance and you will find a lot of souvenir shops. Furthermore, you can see many local products that you can buy as a souvenir like t-shirt, hats, fan, and sure there is a lot of keychain and stuff like that we usually buy as a souvenir. It also at a reasonable price. In addition, this is some advice for you all. The higher you go, you will find that the price of the souvenir is cheaper than the one at the entrance, and if you have a good bargaining skills, you can buy it at a lower price. Not only that, they also have a fish pond and the turtle liberation pond. For your information, the turtle pond, or known as the liberation pond, was built because according to Chinese tradition, turtles symbolize longevity, strength, and endurance, and the act of the capturing and freeing a turtle is a symbol of spiritual liberation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the main attraction here, which is the impressive Pagoda of Rama IV, and at the center of the complex, the 7-story and 30-meter high tower, which is acknowledged as the face of KAJAH Temple. A striking 70th Pagoda of Rama IV, also called the Pagoda of 10,000 Buddhas, which combine Thai, Chinese, and Burmese styles in one structure, houses a stunning collection of Buddha statues made from all sorts of precious material. displays a collection of alabaster and bronze Buddhas and also combines a Chinese octagonal base, while its miniatures are of Thai design as well as topped with a Burmese crown. It also represents syncretism of the ethnic and religious diversity in the country. Meanwhile, site in the Hall of the Devils, also found within the temple complex, are the statues of the four heavenly kings guarding the 4 points of the compass, which is north, south, west, and east, with the statue of the laughing Buddha in the middle. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's all from me. So how was Kalai Temple? Is it interesting?
Yes!
Yes, I know, right? So without further ado, let's move on to our second last destination, which is WONDERFOOD Museum, that will be led by your next tour guide, which is Miss NURUL.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is NURUL, but you can call me Miss FAZLEEN at your service. I will continue as your tour guide for today. Now, we are arrived to our second last destination, Penang WONDERFULL Art Museum. I promise you guys be able to understand more about Malaysia food culture and tradition through the art food replicas. Time check is now 2 p.m. The weather is fine and is 29 degrees Celsius. So let's go starve ourselves. Alright, we are now in front of Penang WONDERFOOD Art Museum. For your information, this museum has been built since 1940 in Georgetown. Penang WONDERFOOD Art Museum is near to Queen Victoria Memorial Clock Tower, Penang, which took only 5 minutes to reach Penang WONDERFOOD Art Museum. The entrance fee for foreign visitors is only 25 ringgit for adults and 50 ringgit for children, while local with My Card identification are allowed to make payment 50 ringgit and 10 ringgit. The price is very affordable and suitable for all ages. Once you enter the Penang WONDERFOOD Art Museum, you will see random unique food culture with larger than life display of Malaysian dishes. It is a handcraft by the museum's owner who utilized food application technique from Japan. The museum is divided into 3 galleries, which is Info Zone, Wow Zone, and Educational Zone. Here is the one and only Penang most favorite delicious, which is nasi kandar. It is a must to make a different type of gravy just like the local here. Over here, we can see that the different kinds of chicken curry, meat curry, and even prawn curry, which is so good. Alright, fried chicken, lamb, fried fish, and anything you prefer is really recommended here. Alright, we are going to take a look at different kind of miniature display of how the local usually sell their food, including roti canai and teh tarik at the mamak stall. This is the long waiting nasi kandar stall that sell different gravy as well. Other than that, you can also have a look at the representation of how Chinese people squat while eating. Look, have a look. This is because Chinese people consider squatting to be more comfortable position than standing or sitting. In fact, if some of you know how to squat, you are already carrying an invisible chair which you can just pull out whenever you are tired. Next, this is the most famous Thai stall that still lives until this day. It is the breakfast at the roadside nasi lemak stall. Moving on to the next station, here is one of the famous food in Penang. It is the banana leaf platter. The banana leaf platter is basically a traditional method of serving the dishes in South of India cuisine. Due to the migration of the South India, banana leaf rice also can be found in areas with significant ethnic South India diaspora such Malaysia and Singapore. It comes with white rice and assortment of vegetable, curries and regional condiments that are usually sour, salty or spicy. For your information, banana leaf meal are usually eaten by hand and traditionally used by right hand. Alright, moving on to the next station over the Y zone, you guys can have a look at the massive model of Malaysia's delicious such as ice kacang, fried rice, kway teow, or also known as ching chong fan, and also rojak. Look at these beauties, guys. Next, we have kari laksa, mi kari, pasembor, nasi lemak, flat rice noodle, satay, and also cendol. Everyone can have a look at the detail how each and one of them are made it look exactly like the real one with the colors chosen combination of each food and texture to make it real. Good news for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, you can find all this food around Penang. I wanted to give you a few minutes to look at the detail on how replicas are made. If you guys have the opportunity to try all this food, please do try. It's quite good. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are coming up to the educational zone. I would like to introduce you to the world's most expensive food. This is how rich people enjoy their meal with an expensive touch. It is displayed in very elegant tray and bowls to make it look exquisite. The food is presenting with the delicious seed with golden flakes which will cost of $100. They are also portray how the rich people eat by utilizing golden plate utensil. The food will be accompanied by red wine or champagne and it considered as luxurious. On your right, you also can see how museum educates the visitor about how certain dining choices might have severe environmental consequences. Sadly, we have finally at the end of our tour. I hope everyone is enjoying the tour as much as I do. In a few minutes, everyone will be leaving this area and I hope that everyone is received information that I have already provided. Okay, I guess that's all from me. So without further ado, let's move on to the last destination, which is Penang Bird Park, that will be led by your next tour guide, which is Mr. AIMAN Hakim. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am AIMAN Hakim, but you can call me Mr. AIMAN. I will continue as your tour guide for today. And now, we have arrived at our last destination, which is Penang Bird Park. So, let's go. Penang Bird Park, also known as Butterworth Bird Park, is the first and the largest bird park of its kind in Malaysia. It is established since 1988 by the Malaysian ex-Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. The 5-acre bird park preserves its tranquility with amazing landscaping and pretty lush garden. The park, that is located on mainland portion of Penang State, has a collection of more than 300 of birds from all over the world, of which more than 150 species are from Malaysian species. More than 3,000 birds in this park are carefully and scientifically housed in more than 150 cages for the breeding and conservation purpose. Type of birds including hornbills, parrot and hawks are all can be seen in the huge park. There are also unique and amazing flora planted in the park such as hibiscus, bamboo and also palm tree. Several ponds are built in the park too, with lotus and fishes as well as free roaming birds including ducks and beautiful swan. Apart from birds and floras, the Butterworth Bird Park acts as the habitat for a few species of deers and reptiles, including the smallest deers in the world, mouse deer, and also crocodile. After entering the bird park, we will see many types of beautiful peacock and parrots. They are showcased in a huge cage. There are many different types of these birds that are rare and you won't see them every day. The parrot that are showcased is very colorful and they are one of the most playful type of bird. Next, we'll be seeing many kinds of storks and owls. The storks are not being caged, but they are free roaming to let visitors experience the close look with them. Other than that, the owl section is one of the best part in this park. There are many types of owls that are tame and very cute. Moving forward, we will find a group of flamingos. They are very beautiful and for Malaysian, they won't see this bird every day. And the best part is, they are not caged and free roaming. We can take a closer look and you all don't need to be worried for struggling to snap a perfect photo. Along our walk, we will be seeing many types of colorful ducks roaming around. Next, we will be seeing many more cages, and you all will find many more other bird species such as parakeets, finches, doves, softbills, and pigeons. Don't worry if you don't know about this bird, because every cage has provided information about the bird such as name and origin of their habitat. After that, before we moving on to eagles and O section, we will be seeing ostrich up close. With the head of 7 foot tall and 160 kg weight, ostrich is the largest bird species known in the world. Have fun with the close look and don't forget to take a picture. If not, you will regret soon as we leave. Moving on to one of the most favorite section in the park, which is eagle and owl's cage. Here we can see many rare types of eagles and owl species that are difficult and hard for us to see out there. Eagles and owls are type of birds that are more dominant and stand on the top of the food chain. Because of this, they live alone instead of live in the flock. So it is so hard for us to find them out there. Here in this park, you are allowed to have eagles and owls perched on your hand with protective gloves. Next to the eagle and owl section, you will see a pond and you can find a crocodile swimming in it. Not to mention also, there is a python cage nearby the crocodile pond. Up next, we will be walking into the first aviaries. We will be seeing many types of hornbill species in these aviaries roaming freely. The aviaries is huge, so you all can take your time checking out those birds. For the second aviaries, there will be peafowls. The size of the bird is quite huge, but don't worry to get close because they are more friendly than you think. Last but not least, the best part of the park is bird show. You all can relax and enjoy the show from the well-trained parrot, eagles, owls, and other birds. Before we leave the park, you can drop by the souvenir shop so you can bring some memories back with you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our trip for today.
We would like to apologize on behalf of On The Go Travel and Tours if there were any flaws or any mistakes from us throughout the trip.
I hope we all can meet again one day.
Thank you so much and have a nice day.